when it's all over, I'm going to move out of New Haven. Maybe we could give it a shot. For real this time.
You just get bored of me.
I've heard that's what real couples do, Declan.
No one has ever made me feel like this, Aya.
Declan, wake up!
Aya! Where am I?
Cortex tried to fry your brain.
Where is she?
Declan, she's...
I can't remember.
You need to focus.
You've made it. Let's move. Follow me. We need to get you to the helipad. Use the panic room to get to a lower level. I'll meet you outside.
What happened to Aya isn't on me! Please, Declan!
I can't reach office security anymore. Is Cerebra screwing with us?
There he is!
You've made it. Let's move.
It's an honor, Declan.
I have cover, Declan. Watch for the...
You started this fight, and now we're going to finish it. Get to the helipad. You need to leave New Haven. Do not trust anyone.
You need to focus.
Tell me what to do.
Bash their heads. Headshots trigger your advanced reflex. And if I
If I join the attacks, it'll make it impossible for them to hit me.
you're back. Now fight for your life.
Cortex military.
No, I'll try to breach them. They're autonomous. There's nothing I can do there.
I used to stand here dreaming of all the things I could achieve. Now all I could think of was drowning in a bottle. I'm supposed to throw my colleagues to the wolves. How the hell did it come to this? I've been wiping Cortex competition off the map for years while they worked on the brain-machine interface. Internally, they said the BMI was supposed to start a social revolution. Then Aya came along. An edge operator like me getting involved with a manager was like following a playbook for screw-ups, but I found her irresistible. Releasing a free BMI to the public was Aya's dream. On and off, we were involved. Keeping Aya's project alive was the only thing I was good for, but I didn't mind. I'm a kid from the outskirts making more money I could ever have dreamed of, stealing. Then without warning, Mitten, the chief of science, killed off the free BMI project. Aya lost her mind, and Mitten told me to restrain her. She stormed out before I was forced to disobey a direct order. Everything became an outrageous mess. A leaker exposed that Cortex is secretly selling BMIs to society's elite. And now the streets are full of violence because the working class is tired of the 1% riding the American dream on their backs. As I was rounding up potential whistleblowers for Mitten, Aya disappeared without a trace. This is when a notorious activist reached out to me with a warning. Cerebrus claims my life is in danger. I'm torn on what to do. I've been awake for days. As the only remaining light, the exit signs were telling me to go home. The suitcase with the whistleblower evidence was waiting at my desk. I'm expected to hand it over to security on my way out.
Calling all Cortex security personnel. Civilians are marching towards headquarters. Please man your designated exits and remain vigilant.
I had a feeling that everything was about to change.
I bet you my job that Aya is the whistleblower.
She's not on my list. Sonnen was always gunning for Aya's job.
Thank you. You're clear to leave now.
During the elevator ride down, my anxiety was rising. The chants of protesters got louder by every floor. Their fiery anger made my palms sweat. Fists were flying, as all weapons had been confiscated due to the Second Amendment revoke a decade ago. Still, security won't stand a chance if the bigger crowd loses their minds. I'm not unfamiliar with this kind of violence, but seeing it in this city is a bad sign. The alleyway would hopefully allow me to avoid the riot and take me closer to home. I hope things don't escalate further.
Hey, stop, it's an edge operator.
Beer cans on the ground. Not my favorite brand.
There he is!
Huh? I was overwhelmed as I saw the bottom of his shoe rise above my head like a hammer readying for a killing blow. I cracked a smile. Maybe I wouldn't need my silk sheets to fall asleep after. The hammer came down, everything went dark, and then out of nowhere, a savior. As my consciousness slipped away, I found myself thinking. This was finally starting to feel like home. With a soaring headache, I found myself staring into a vivid light. I hoped this wasn't my afterlife. Someone was watching me.
Careful when you move your head. Your brain cells are still being restored.
Cerebrus? How?
Where did you get it? Your BMI. Don't answer, it doesn't matter. I know it is one of mine. You're lucky to be alive. The BMI is designed to circumvent fatal head trauma.
Where am I?
This is the Domain, a virtual fortress guarded by strong encryption. My soldiers took care of your assailants and jacked you in here.
You mean my body's still in the alleyway?
Don't worry, your body is safe inside a terminal. The Domain taps into our higher frequency brainwaves through the BMI. Time barely moves on the outside.
Get me out of here.
Even if you decide to run away, Cortex will soon be able to pinpoint your location and destroy you. You'd be wise to listen. Cortex has a secret research program called the Overwatch. It will allow them to access encrypted data and track any electronic equipment, including your BMI. I'm trying to stop them. We need each other. Now rest. Soon we'll start your training.
I'm not joining your army.
I'm only asking you to save yourself, Declan.
Despite my defiance, I knew Cerberus was right. There is nothing left for me out there. Except for Aya. Perhaps Cerberus could help me find her.
You're awake. Sooner than I thought.
Your involvement with the brain-machine interface. Start talking.
I developed the first BMI that was funded by Cortex. Then our interests diverged, and I had to go into hiding.
Just like Aya.
I discovered very dangerous functions early on in the development. I hid them from Cortex behind extreme encryption. Then they started the Overwatch to gain access to those functions and more.
What kind of functions?
Imagine becoming faster than the wind and learning anything in the blink of an eye.
Enhanced reflexes and superintelligence. I thought these were just rumors.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg. I've enhanced your combat reflexes. Strike your opponent enough times and the BMI will overclock. When your opponent attacks, slow motion will trigger automatically, allowing you to easily evade attacks and counter. Now, let's train.
All right. Get my heart rate up. Opponent attacks. Bullet time triggers. Sounds insane, but here we go.
How does he move so fast?
That was intense.
I like what I see.
The Cortex research program, the Overwatch. How do we stop it?
We need to break something very, very valuable to them. A QC, or quantum computer, to be exact. But first we need to make sure that you'll survive out there. 3 guards took you down last time. Here's 1 extra.
Okay, bring it on.
Welcome to Cortex City, where the future happens today. Enjoy your stay.
Huh?
Hey! You're not supposed to be here!
Huh?